Tapped in. Keep the credit, I'ma get it on the back end. Kick rocks, cutting corners, trying to cash in. We still outside, high as gas is. Watch them force you to EV. Tried to cut me out, but you need.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. On today, it's the Keeping It Raw podcast. Make sure you guys hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to talk about quarterback Lamar Jackson being the best dual threat quarterback in NFL history. And shout out to Cam Newton, man, because I saw the video on Cam talking about Lamar Jackson being the best dual threat quarterback in the National Football League in history. And definitely that's a lot being said right there, because you got guys like Steve Young, Michael Vick, Randall Cunningham. The list goes on and on. Deshaun Watson, Justin Fields. Now, one thing I can say about Justin Fields is he's right behind Lamar Jackson. If Justin Fields gets another opportunity to start, and he's capable of doing what he did with the Bears with his legs as well, Justin Fields could be up there with Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick as well. Justin Fields got some good legs, and he's very mobile as well. So, and then Deshaun Watson is mobile as well, man. Even though he hasn't run as much as he was running when he was on Houston, but we know that Deshaun Watson can get crazy with his legs too as well. But it's something about what Lamar Jackson is able to do that no other quarterback in the NFL can do, and that's to be able to have the big play ability at any given time. Lamar Jackson is so dangerous is that you don't know when this dude is gonna bust out for a big play. You never know. You never know when Lamar Jackson is gonna go 80 yards or 70 yards for the score or whatever, because you know that he can do it. Now, I agree with Cam totally. Cam said me and Lamar are two different type of players. Cam is a more power runner and a more guy that's going to run you over, truck you type of guy. That's the type of dude that Cam Newton was. More so than eluding you and, making guys miss. That's more like Lamar Jackson. He's elusive, making guys miss in the open field, making you look silly out there, and he is explosive with the ball in his hands. Very electrifying with the ball in his hands. Now, it's going to be a minute probably before Lamar is able to break Cam's record with 75 rushing touchdowns, but I definitely think that he can do it, man. I definitely think that Lamar Jackson can do it. Lamar Jackson is box office, and the whole NFL world knows that Lamar Jackson is box office. This dude has been able to win 2 MVPs. Not only that, the only Achilles heel that Lamar Jackson has on his career right now is that he's not been able to get it done in the playoffs. That's the only hang-up that Lamar Jackson has had in his career. That's the only hang-up that this kid has had in his career. Lamar Jackson is box office. He is box office. With the ball in his hands, this dude is box office. So I totally agree with Cam Newton that Lamar Jackson is now the best dual threat quarterback in NFL history. The only thing that Lamar Jackson has to do in his young, great career that he's had so far, because he's been able to get it done in the regular season, is finally being able to win a Super Bowl. That's it. That's it. Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP. One of the best dual threat quarterbacks that you'll ever see in the National Football League. That's the only hang up that he has with his career right now, is that he needs to find out how to get it done in the postseason. Because last year, truth be told, I thought that it would be the year that Lamar Jackson finally gets the monkey off of his back. If he doesn't learn how to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, it's going to be like this every single season. You got to find a way to be able to neutralize Patrick Mahomes and that Kansas City team. That's the only team that stands in his way in the AFC is the Kansas City Chiefs. The Baltimore Ravens have had a hard time beating the Kansas City Chiefs. But other than that, I agree with Cam Newton. I think that Lamar Jackson, even Michael Vick said himself, that Lamar Jackson is a better quarterback than what he was. And I totally agree with that. Lamar Jackson is a little bit more accurate with the football. Yeah, Michael Vick had a cannon of an arm, and his legs was crazy too as well. But Lamar Jackson has been able to do some astounding, some very, very outstanding things in the National Football League so far. So I got to go with Cam on this. I totally agree with them that Lamar Jackson is the best dual threat quarterback in the National Football League history. I've never seen a quarterback that is able to beat you with his legs like Lamar Jackson is. Lamar Jackson is scary, and it's hard to defend a guy that you don't know what's going to do on every single play. You always got to keep account for where Lamar Jackson at and where he's going to be doing with the football. All right, guys, so leave it in the comment section. Do you think that Lamar Jackson is the best dual threat quarterback in NFL history? I'm out of here. Until next time, peace.
Tapped in, keep the credit, I'ma get it on the back end. Kick rocks, cutting corners, trying to cash in. We still outside, high as gas is. Watch them force you to EV. Tried to cut me out, but you need me. My value never shows up in the box score. A plus minus they never could have accounted for. No referee can save you, read your scouting report. And even then, you don't stand a chance. Circumstance, thank God for Poe for lending me that band. I probably would've quit by now. Everybody that I started with then been died out. Except Quiddy and